Hey, Jason here, and I wanted to give you guys my smart business checklist simply because I get asked so many times for something like this. So I decided to put it together using some pretty creative, if I do say so myself, cartoon drawings to demonstrate how I start a smart business. Now, what I have two sides here. The first side is kind of the requirements I need my business to have, and then the second side here is how my business should operate. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into it. So first and foremost, one of the first requirements I have for my business is I have to be able to provide a service that a lot of people need, right? Something that a lot of people need. Not necessarily that they want, but they actually need. And the caveat here is I don't want to have to serve a lot of people, right? I want to be able to have my business operate by only serving just a few of these people. Now that does a couple different things. First, it allows me to know I'm in the right business because a lot of people need my services, but I can be very selective with who I work with and still let my business run the way I want it to run, right? So that's a big thing. Be able to serve a lot of people, like a lot of people need what I have, but be able to be very selective on who I work with so I don't need to work with a lot of people, right? The next thing is I got to make sure that I don't need a ton of formal schooling to do what I do, right? I want my business to be able to operate and get off the ground running as quick as I possibly can. If I'm, say, for example, the doctor here that's chilling here, right? The doctor, let's think about the doctor. He's going to go to school for 8 years, right? Before they even get a chance to get into their field and start actually running, and several years after that before they can truly get to where they want to be in their career, right? No, I don't want that. I don't want to have to get a PhD or some formal certifications and whatnot to do what I want to do. The same thing goes here with time, right? I probably, right, am already working somewhere. I have family obligations, so I need to make sure that I can run my business, right, at least in the initial stages, without devoting 24 hours a day to it. I need to be able to work it around my schedule. I understand I have to focus and work, right, in my business, but I got to make sure that I can meet my life obligations initially until my business starts snowballing, and then, right, I start freeing up more of my time, okay? The next thing is I don't want to have to drain, right, I can't drain my bank account, right? Ideally, what I need to happen is by working with people here, they're paying me money, and then I'm using that money, right, to pay my expenses, right? So I don't want to have to go get a business loan and drain my savings to make my business run, okay? So that's kind of the requirements of my smart business. Now, the way my smart business would run, right, is very simple. Because I have so many people that I can work with, all I really got to do, right, is throw my hook down in front of these people. Now, ideally, out of all these people, there's probably certain places that they hang out that they already are asking for help, right? They're like this little fish here with a dollar bill under his gills, right? They already have the money and they're already needing, right, what I have to offer, right? So then, once I find one of these folks here, right, I want my selling process, right? My selling process needs to be non-salesy. I don't want to have to be the car salesman that's down there doing all these crazy things or be some master expert salesman, right, to get these people to want to work with me, right? So my sales process needs to almost be like where I'm doing some little mind magic there that's really just getting them to admit that they need it, right? Just have them just tell me that they need it versus me trying to get that out of them, okay? The next thing is I'm going to have my business run that starts with a low risk, foot in the door type service that's kind of like this robot here where he's kind of automated, right? Where I'm not necessarily doing and investing a ton of time, right, to make my customer happy, right? So I'm probably going to do something that's, again, easy to get my foot in the door with and pretty much kind of does its own thing, right? Some kind of automation or something that I can pay someone else, taking this money that they give me and pay someone else to knock out for me that gets my customer, right, a nice win, right, that makes them happy, that makes them want to do more business with me, okay? And then last here, what I'm going to do once I have my foot in the door and I have my customer happy, right? All I'm going to do is like this fella here with the platter, right? With the money on the platter, I'm just going to go and offer my customer more things that provide them value, right? And when I do that, in exchange for the value I'm providing them, right? They're going to give me more value, right? So does that make sense? Well, if so, I put a link somewhere where I've added a few more details. It doesn't cost you anything, so maybe I'll see you there.